Check this out.
Welcome to BLPA Big Show. Hockey sports, life for the adult athlete. Yeah. Powered by the Beer League Players Association.
Better follow me.
Follow us, the BLPA, on every social media outlet. Follow the crew on Twitter at Nicker Jones.
Let's get it. Here we go.
Welcome to the greatest sports show in the world. It's a little muted. I'm sorry. Good week, everybody. Jason, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, what's up, Nick?
Just hanging out at the house. Hey, before we get going, let's just tell everyone where the show's brought to you from. The show's brought to you by HockeyWolf.com. Ow, 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 ow.
Ow, 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 ow.
HockeyWolf.com. Huge beauties, huge supporters of the BLPA and what we're doing. So if you guys need some affordable hockey gear or team merch, team sales, anything that has to do with hockey, even lacrosse, beautiful state gloves. I know Limbacher is playing this weekend. He's probably wearing Tennessee State gloves. You can find them over at our good friends, HockeyWolf.com. Ow, 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 ow.
Ow, 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 ow.
So, the Nashville draft experience this weekend. I am not live from Nashville. Not at all.
Yeah, why not?
Well, funny story. I'm over here in fucking Calgary, fucking dodging COVID like I'm fucking Neo from the fucking Matrix. All right? Just went to Alaska. My little kid got it. But not me, because I'm Neo from the Matrix. Blah, 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 blah. And then I come back and everything's fine. Cooper's getting better. And then today, my wife tests positive. Blah, blah, blah. So here I am, just dodging fucking COVID. And I couldn't in good conscience come to Nashville, knowing that I was exposed. I'm a very responsible adult person. And so I had to say, hey, can't come to Nashville. Super bummed about it. But guess who is in Nashville? MC2. Just like, QB1, QB2, I'm MC1.
Yeah.
You're talking to MC2 right now, Limbacher. How's Nashville going?
Man, Nashville was a blast. Listen, MC1, MC2, I'm okay with that. I'll take the MC2. Some are saying this might have been the greatest Dex draft party of all time. That's just what some are saying. I'm just passing that information along. But we had a great time in Nashville tonight. I'm not looking forward to the hockey, but a lot of people are looking forward to the hockey tomorrow.
Listen, I don't care. As long as the job gets done, I don't really care. I'm a big team guy myself. But I don't think you remember a draft party called Cincinnati.
Okay. You're right. Now, we did hear a story tonight in Nashville that was involved some of the same things that went on in Cincinnati. But you're right. You know what? You're right. Nothing will ever trump Cincinnati. I don't think. I hope so.
Yeah.
But I don't think.
Yeah. I would love to have a Trump of Cincinnati. But I just don't think it's going to happen. You know what? Sure. You can tell stories. Talk is cheap, bud. You know what I'm saying? Talk is cheap.
Yeah. So we heard a story. I won't out the person who told it. In fact, she did say she wanted to come on and tell a story, so maybe we'll get her on later, and I'll just tell the short version.
Okay.
But essentially, her and her boyfriend were on their way to the Dex draft, and they were caught in traffic because a truck had there was a wreck, a car accident, and the front tires of this truck were basically bashed in sideways, and they couldn't move the truck.
Okay.
And they were letting people go, but not really. And there was two guys that were working the accident, and she was second in line, and they've been staying there forever. And she got out and walked over and said, "Listen, if I show you a little titty, can you get us through so we can get on our way?" And they said, "Yep." And she showed a little titty, quick little flash, and they moved her right on through, and they made the Dex draft party on time.
Let me just ask. I'm looking at the draft rounds right now because obviously I wasn't there, but I made the draft rounds. So was this person on the black team?
They were.
Okay, I know who it was.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I figured you might know.
Cool. I mean, it sounds great. I mean, I would like to think as an officer of the law myself, if that was presented to me, I don't think I'd refuse it.
No, I think. I mean, I think it's fair. It's a solid payment, and everybody won. Everybody left happy, and they made the next party on time. So
win-win situation.
And the boyfriend said he was totally on board. Not only was on board, he kind of suggested it. So literally, everyone was happy.
I don't believe I've met the boyfriend before, but he sounds like an incredible human being. Really.
Yeah, sounds like a great guy.
Best.
I think he is a great guy.
Best. So, well, I mean, tell everyone. I mean, I wasn't there. I mean, one, these fucking jerseys, they're something else, right?
Sick for sure.
Like, I literally have been getting messages nonstop. Like, hey, can you grab me one of these jerseys from the draft? I'm like, listen, one, I'm not at the draft. I'm Neo from the Matrix, dodging COVID right now. Two, it's sold out, so there's no extras. And please, just I gotta get one for my dad. I gotta get one for my brother. You know, my grandpa. Like, this was our thing, and he's about to die. Can we get one of these jerseys? I'm like, God dang. Okay, like, I guess we're gonna have to make them for sale for Christmas presents. I think for this one, we don't do that often. We don't do it often, but it's it's always nice to sell them, make a little money, so we can further the cause. And I think that's what we're gonna have to do. I mean, these are just ones that resonate with a lot of people. I mean, basically, beer league, we're drunkards, and as a matter of fact, I mean, let's be flat out honest. America as a whole, drunkards. I mean, that's just. When it started,
we like our best.
I mean, listen, when we fought the Revolutionary War, don't get it twisted. And this whole representation, or you got to have representation in Parliament. You know, we don't have any representation over here. It wasn't about that. What it was about is the English King George, was like, I'm going to tax your booze and your sugar and your booze and your hottie toddies. So guess what? When I tax the sugar, your rum's going to be more expensive. And America was like, "Fuck, get fucked, bud. We're not gonna handle that." And you see what happened. They came over. We fucking stomped a mud hole in them, because that's what we do. You heard Toby Keith. Yeah. We'll put a boot in your ass. It's the American way. Toby Keith took pictures of me at my junior prom, by the way. But not a big deal. He really did. Like, I basically went to prom with a group, and where we met up was across the street from Toby Keith's house. But that's neither here nor there. So basically what I'm saying is I've been destined for big things since even those days, right? I mean, come on.
Yeah. Clearly.
But nonetheless, these jerseys are pretty kick-ass. I'm pretty jealous. Like, which one was your favorite?
My favorite was probably the black one, the Jack Dangles.
Mm-hmm.
But I got Johnny Stater, which was my second favorite. And like, this is one of those ones where it's like, I didn't care really which one I got. Like, I would have been happy with any of them, because they're all really good. You know what's weird?
I looked at the jersey, and Fire Pucks I knew it was going to be popular, but that was actually my least favorite one. I also like the black one and the blue one. The white one was just clean, like the Southern Chirpin. It was just a clean look altogether. But that blue, that blue with gold, you just don't see that very often. You don't see that color combo.
Yeah,
and it's fucking killer. It's a killer fucking combo, really.
Yeah, it is good for sure.
So, but you got blue, so at least you got one of the ones that you liked, but guess what? You can buy whichever one you really like, because we're gonna put them all for sale for Christmas, and Pappy's gonna like Jack Dangles, because Grandpappy loves him some JD with some cola, So, all right. So this is a prediction show, and even though I wasn't there and I wasn't a part of it, I'm always right at these things, right? Like, I don't get them wrong. I don't miss. This motherfucker don't miss. I miss every single time I do these, but I do want to point out that two drafts ago, I bet on myself and took it all the way to the A championship in Oklahoma City. Bet on myself, did it. I got talked out of betting on myself in Alaska, mainly because I'm not a skilled hockey player. I think that was number one why he was saying I wouldn't bet on yourself. But two, I think he was just trying to throw me off my game. And I won in Alaska too. I'm a two-time back-to-back gold champion right now. I'm sitting at the top of my game, really. I'm in my prime. I probably would have came to Nashville. I probably would have been a three-peater. I probably was going to take this on a Jordan run, seven champs. But unfortunately, COVID. I mean, what are you going to do? COVID runs everything.
You're Neo. You're busy dodging.
This is me dodging. Hopefully I don't get it because I got to go to Buffalo next week, and then Columbus, and then Canmore, and MC2 will be in DC for that one. Hell yeah!
Yeah.
And then Charleston. Are you going to come to Charleston?
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. MC1, MC2 will tag team that bitch. And then
we'll tag team action.
And then after Charleston, we're in Minnesota. We got to get more people on board. We need some more teams. We need some more draft players. And then we're in Austin and Milwaukee the same weekend. And then the Beer League World Championships. And then the Vegas Dex. And then we wrap up. We have a break until, or I think we have a Thanksgiving weekend. We're in Colorado Springs. And then end of the year, New Year's in SoCal. And that's going to wrap it up. But guess what? Just because we're at the end of a year doesn't mean we're done, because literally the first weekend of the year we're in Philly, which is one of our biggest and best tournaments, even though we've only done it once. We've done it once, but we sold it out twice. Wild, I know. But so we're working on selling it out the third time for this year. But I digress. Back, I just, I got to let people know, right, Jason? I got to let them know.
Sure.
And also I want you guys to go find us. We always miss on this part, Jason, which is fine. But we always miss on this part. You got to go follow us at the BLPA. If you want to Patreon us, patreon.com/theblpa. Shout out Michael Cosentino and the whole Cosentino family. Haven't got to do that in a while. All of them really. And I'm beating the round table to the punch, because we do have another show. Me and Jason aren't on it, mainly because if we were on it, there would be people that watched it, and that's not really their thing. But they said they were going to shout out Michael Cosentino, and I wanted to beat him to the punch because we're better than them at everything, basically, right?
That's our thing.
So, yeah, that's our thing. Their thing is not being watched. Our thing is being better than everybody at everything. That's basically it. I don't know what to tell people. We didn't make it. Yeah, we didn't set out to be that way. It just happened, and now here we are on top of the world, talking about draft predictions in Nashville. Right. So, all right, draft predictions. Do you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
Do we want to 1, 2, 3 same time for like first and last?
Okay. We'll do okay. First place. I'll do count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Black team. What are you doing? Were you giving me the old slow play so you could see what I picked?
Yeah. I wanted to make sure we were on the same page first.
Okay.
Really, I think it's a delay because I got the headphones in, but Jack Daniels for sure.
Me too. Okay, we'll count backwards for the for the team that wins silver, right? Or you count it. Count it down, and then I'll go at the same time as you, so we're on the same page.
So, are we going who's going to win silver?
Oh, geez. What did I say? Ooh, that's a tough one.
So we're saying the third place team is going to win the silver.
Yeah, that's what we're going to say. Hold on, let me. I'm just looking over my thing. I mean, I want to be different, but we might be the same. But I mean, I don't mind being different. But I'm just looking at the rosters. I'm just looking at the rosters here. Oh, that's a tough one. Okay. All right, here we go. You count it down.
Ready?
And we'll go. Yep.
All right.
Wait.
2.
Wait.
Oh.
Are we doing are we just going to do the color or the team name?
The team name.
Okay. All right, gotcha. Let's go.
Ready?
Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Southern Chirpin'. Hey, we did the same thing in Denver. We had the best. Okay. I'm on board with you. I'm looking at it, and here's the deal. One, I don't know the blue goalie, but looking at how he rated himself, I think he could be the best goalie in the tournament. And that's not taking anything away from Sue or Lauren or Ray Jabroni, who, by the way, Ray Jabroni, goalie of the black team, Jack Daniels, has been to 2 draft experiences as a goalie, and he's won a final in both of them. So,
and he beat us in both of those. Me and you.
Oh yeah, he did. So basically, maybe he's Jason and Nick Kryptonite, but he's not Jason Kryptonite.
Okay.
Because you have scored on him. I mean, your patented move is work. I mean, it works on everybody, but And we're not even and listen, when we say your patented move, Jason, I just want everyone to know. I want everyone to be on the same page about what this patented move is, because we can tell you goalies what it's going to be. He's still going to beat you with it. It's not a shootout move. It's not a breakaway move. It's not like he's coming in, getting all fancy pantsy. He either comes down the wing, and it's usually, let's see, if he's right-handed, so he comes down the left wing. He's on his off wing, and he just comes down, waits it out, and shoots across the body, and it goes in. It works every time. I don't know why more people don't do it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like people always ask me, they're like, "You're so bad at hockey, I don't understand why you score so much." And I say, "Listen, all you got to do is shoot where the goalie's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's really that easy.
That's really.
You just shoot the puck where the goalie's not covering."
You know what? I think both of us not great at hockey, which is fine. We're cool.
Yeah.
Listen, we're realists, but we have the greatest hockey minds in beer league, I think. I motivated my team a lot. Like, I gave a speech so rousing in between the second and the third period of the gold championship game that my team went out. We were fourth place team, by the way, coming in to Sunday. We reversed. Our goalie went reverse Frank. Right?
Ooh, reverse Frank's a good way to go.
And listen, Gabby was a great goalie the whole time, but she had an off game in one of them. But it basically set us like we were 1-2, but we lost that third game on a goal. Like we tied it up with a minute left and then lost with 0.2 seconds left. But it was brutal, but it took us down. It took us down to fourth place. And then we came back and we beat a team that everyone thought was unbeatable. We went ahead and worked them, and that was actually the only team we beat on Saturday. And then they destroyed the other two teams. And so maybe we played them, so we just matched up well, which is a game of matchups,
Right.
That's what hockey is.
Sure.
And then we got to that championship game, and the Well team had beat us on Saturday, and I just said, listen, I know I didn't play in that game. I was taking photos. I even threw in a bit of the miracle speech. We could play them 10 times, and they might win 9, but not tonight. Their time is over, done. And I don't know what happened, but we scored a goal within the first 15 seconds, never looked back. And I basically, the team didn't actually give it to me, but I know they wanted to. They wanted to give me the MVP for that speech. We didn't have an MVP award.
For sure.
But,
yeah.
But what I'm trying to get at is that we're incredible hockey minds and big team guys too. We just want what's best for the team. And we might not score a lot of goals, but we have the intangibles.
I like it.
Don't you agree? Or I don't think I'm speaking out of turn here.
No, yeah, I 100% agree. Like, if my body could move as fast as my mind in hockey, I'd probably be a professional hockey player. I'd probably be in the NHL.
100%.
But it's not.
No.
So I'm just good with being the smartest beer leaguer out there. Well, maybe second smartest, combined together for the smartest beer leaguers out there.
100%. I don't mind being a smart beer leaguer 2 to the smart beer leaguer 1. Just like we're MC1 and MC2. I don't mind flipping that roles, but I think we're close in both aspects. And that's just the way it goes. And it seems like we're going to be at a bunch of the same tournaments here coming up, and I think we have a chance to show the world. We have a chance to show them. But when I'm looking through it, I think it's going to be Jack Dingles and Johnny Skater, the blue team. That's your team in second in the gold championship. And the reason I think that is because I think Justin O'Connell, and I've never seen the guy play. I don't know what he looks like. I can usually size a guy up pretty good in net, but just by his stats or how he rated himself, I think he's probably going to be the best goalie. But when I'm looking at Jack Dingles, Ray Jabroni, he's never lost. He's never lost a tournament. He's won gold every tournament he's been at. And he's got pretty, listen, I don't like giving props to Dwayne, but Dwayne might be the best player in his round there. They got Timmy Mack, who, he's probably not the best player in his round. I think Amanda Coughlin is from Southern Sherman. But I think he's got, he probably scores the most goals in his round. And then they got this Colin Wilbanks, who I think is a pretty good player from what I remember. And then they got Joe Luciano, Grandpa Joe. I'm not saying that Grandpa Joe. I'm not saying Grandpa Joe's a game breaker, And I'm not saying that he's going to be the reason that they win. But what I'm saying is when I go golf with old fucking grandpas, they don't do anything exceptionally well, but they do it the right way. They don't hit 300-yard drives. Yeah. They hit 195, 200-yard drives, and then their
right
next,
down the middle.
Yeah, and then they got an approach of about 110, and they'll put that motherfucker on the green and then put it in. And that's what grandpas do, and that's Grandpa Joe. And he doesn't skate fast. He doesn't shoot hard. He doesn't have excellent vision, but he has decent of all of those. And he just goes out there and works. He puts in grandpa time. Yeah. Puts in grandpa time. So
So I'm with you because I was told. I also don't know our goalie, but I was told by several people, including Ray, that he's the best goalie at the tournament.
Okay.
But I also agree with you that Ray is still a good goalie, and I think he's just got too much firepower in front of him for them to not be the first place team.
Yeah, and I also I'm looking at your rounds, and I see round number 9. That's where the round Joe Luciano's in, and you have Alexander Coughlin, who is Amanda Coughlin's brother. He's a decent player, pretty good. I mean, he was rusty in Iceland, but he keeps getting better every tournament. He could be the best player in that round. That could be a sneaky pick there. Jeff Peck, he's in the second to top round. He's not in a ringer round, which is good for him, which means he has a ringer, Kevin Culligan, who I don't know. So you could see some instant Kim, and maybe you guys are going on a points game. I don't know. But
so me and Jeff have declared points weekend already.
Okay, cool.
So we're putting the other teams on notice. Points weekend.
Okay, cool. And then we can slide on down to Fire Pucks and Southern Chirpin, and we both think Southern Chirpin is going to win that silver battle. Both great goalies. Sue and Lauren are both outstanding goalies. But looking through the players, I think a lot of it is that I don't know the players per se.
Yeah.
And all I'm looking at is I am a huge fanboy of Amanda Coughlin. And if you see her tomorrow, you tell her that her number one fan says hello. The girl's got, she's got serious, you know who I'm talking about. The girl from the Celtics team.
We played her in Boston.
Yeah. She's got wills. She's got hands. She can play. And I just like watching her skate. She got a motor, never stops. And so I'm her number one fan. And I don't know these twist boys, right? That they're in the ring around, and so I don't know if you got the good twists, or if Jack Dangle's got the good twists, or if Southern Chirpin did, right? So that one's a toss up, but I'm giving it solely. I'm giving it to Southern Chirpin because I'm Amanda Coughlin's number one fan.
Okay, that's fair.
So that's basic.
And you're right. So when we did the how many green tags do we have in the audience, a lot of hands went up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a big part for us is we just don't know a lot of these guys. So some of it's up in the air, but I agree with you. Based on the people that I do know, I feel like Southern Chirpin gets the edge in that game, and that leaves Fire Puck to be fourth.
Yeah, for sure. And you know what? That's part of, other than I like Nashville, we could have blown this thing out at 6 teams for sure. By the way, we had a huge wait list for this tournament, except for goalies. But for players, we had a huge wait list. But the problem is everyone waited. Everyone waited to sign up. And then when we sold out, when I said, hey, we're sold out at 4 teams, then people came out of the woodwork and said, oh, I was ready to sign up. Can I still sign up? And I went to the jersey guy and he said, listen, we might be able to get the other 2 jerseys there in time, but I can't guarantee it. And we're too close to the Denver fiasco for me to just grab life by the balls and play it by the by the skin of my teeth. I can't do that right now. I'm a little gun shy, and so we could have had 6 teams, which would have been 2 more cool badass jerseys. But I wasn't willing to take the chance. Wasn't money lining this one, Yeah,
exactly.
So, but outside of that, I do hate when I miss tournaments where there's a bunch of new people, just because, I don't know, maybe it's just selfish. I like to introduce new people into the BLPA and the draft experience tournaments, but I'm pretty stoked that everything went great with the party. I don't get a chance too often to just kind of step away and say, all right, we've built this team that can handle this. But I did. I had to. I was forced to because I'm Neo from the Matrix, dodging COVID, and super stoked that you guys killed it.
Yeah, no, it was a good time, and I think everybody had a blast. So, like I said, I'm not looking forward to the hockey tomorrow, but everyone seemed like they were looking forward to it. So
for sure, and a little
we'll
inside.
see how it goes.
You know, we get to kind of sometimes peel back the curtain on these things sometimes, and I don't know what the draft party looked like. I haven't heard any complaints about the draft party, which is great. But there are issues with the draft party. So, for example, we booked Bar Louie. We told him what we do. I mean, this is pretty standard stuff at this point. Like everyone that's on our team knows what we do. So when they call in and we talk to a venue, we all have the same story of what we're doing. And we called this bar and we said, hey, here's what we want to do. And they were stoked. Oh, yeah, beer chugging, hockey? Hell yeah, let's do it. We got all this room, yada, yada, yada. And then we show up tonight and they got us inside, all sitting at tables. We thought you were going to beer chug at tables. We have a live band tonight. What about an MC? And we're like, listen, like we told you all this stuff. We booked, we got, 60 people coming out tonight. Like what's going on? And even with the problems, like I don't think anyone at the party even knew there were problems like this. They still figured it out. And I'm sure that's stressful for you as a guy that, one of your first few to run. Stressful for you, but it's just a little insight of, stuff does go wrong at these things and you guys don't all the time get to see them, but it is stressful for us when that kind of stuff goes down.
Yeah, me and Jeff Peck were just we were hopping hurdles left and right, and everything went out without a hitch. So
it's more fun like that. I think it's more fun like that.
Yeah, it was a great time.
Like I like when I get a text message like, yeah, oh yeah, the number 4 black jersey is missing, and when we picked it up from the rink, it looked like someone had rent through it. I think someone stole it. And I'm like, oh shit, what? Like, okay, well, I don't know what to do. I guess here's what we're going to have to do, Peck. We're going to have to move you to the 4th round, and we're going to have to put you on the black team. And then, that way we'll know that it's not one of our players that doesn't have the jersey, at least as staff. It's not a big deal. And then 5 minutes later, I get a message. Oh yeah, no, he found it. It fell down behind a bookshelf or something. And I'm like, God, holy shit, bud. So.
Yeah, but we rolled with it. So
you got to roll with punches.
Yeah.
All right. So to end our predictions, we'll do a live post wrap show on Sunday after the game. You can get Cop Flasher tell that story on the show about how she got to the draft party on time by using her God-given assets, which is what everyone should do with their God-given assets. I believe, guys and girls.
I agree too. Yeah, that's working with what you got.
Yeah, you have to, with what Mama gave you, the good Lord gave you anyway. And so basically, just to wrap it up, both of us are in agreement. We're actually in agreement, all 4 teams. We think the gold final is going to be Jack Dangles and Johnny Skater. And we think the silver final is going to be Southern Chirpin over Fire Pucks. Gold final, obviously, Jack Dangles winning. But we got to find a way to do a tiebreaker. We should keep a running score of these things. So we should do a tiebreaker for each of these in case we are both right. What do you think the final score is going to be in the gold final?
Both finals. So I will say that Jack Daniels will beat Johnny Walker 6-3.
Okay, hold on. Let me just get a pen. I want to get a pen because I want to write this down so we can actually be official. Because we've just been flying by the seat of our pants here doing these things. So okay, so Jason is gonna say, oh, come on, you piece of crap pen. Give me this thing. There we go. Jason is going to say JD 6 and 4 for JS. Okay, and then what do you think Southern Chirpin over Fire Pucks is going to be?
I think Southern Chirpin will win 4-2 over Fire Puck.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Jack Dangles will score 6 goals, but they'll only give up 3 in that one for Johnny Skater.
Okay.
And then I believe Southern Chirpin, I think they are actually going to win. Oh boy, that's a tough one. I think it's going to be 5-3 for fire pucks.
Okay.
So I don't know. We'll see how it works out, and we'll see if we just do goal differential or whatever. We'll figure it out. But that's a pretty good preview of what's going to come. And you know what I really want to get back on? Really want to get the fantasy hockey going. I thought that was really fun. You just have to set it up a little different.
I agree.
So, all right. Well,
yeah, absolutely. That would be
yeah, that'll be a good one. All right. Anything else to add before we go?
Yep.
Got any more insight?
I don't think so.
All right. Well,
I don't think so.
We'll get everyone together on Sunday. You guys can tune back in and see if we were right. We always are. I don't know if you listen to these things, but we're like 100% of the time we're 60% right or whatever that guy said in Anchorman. All right. That's all I got. Hey, have fun in Nashville, buddy. Kill it. Keep doing it. And I hope you score about let's see, you got 3 games tomorrow. I hope you score 9 goals tomorrow.
All right. Thanks so much. Appreciate you.
All right. Be good or be good at it.